Simplify the following, leaving your answers with positive indices. So here we have a to the 4, b to the 11 over ab to the 4 all squared. So there's nothing we can do with the top to start with. But the squared, where we have ab to the 4 squared, this squared applies to both things in the bracket. So you get a squared and b to the 4 squared, and here we know that's going to become b to the 8. So the bottom is a squared b to the 8. And now we're dividing. So if we look at the a's, a to the 4 divided by a squared, so we subtract the powers and we get a squared. And with the b's, same thing, subtract the powers, 11 take away 8 is 3. So here we have x squared z to the negative 3. And once again, we've got a squared outside a bracket. It applies to both things in the bracket, so it's going to be x squared and z squared squared. So we have x squared and z to the 4. And now we're multiplying. So when we do x squared times x squared, we add the indices. And with the z's, again, we're going to add the indices. Negative 3 add 4 is 1. So that is z to the 1, or just z. Now, what's the best way to deal with this one, I wonder? Well, I like to deal with the negative part of an index first. We know that a to the negative n is 1 over a to the n. So what I'm going to do is move that bracket down to the bottom. So that's the 3x cubed y squared. And now it's just to the power 2 because the negative has been used up in moving it down to the bottom. And that is then going to be multiplied by 3x y cubed, which was already on the bottom. Okay, so remember that the squared here will apply to everything in the bracket. So 3 squared, we might make that into 9 in a minute. Let's leave it there. X cubed squared is x to the 6, as has happened with the previous examples that we did over here. Then we have y to the 4 times 3 cubed, x cubed, y cubed. So we have 1 over 3 squared times 3 cubed is 3 to the 5. 3 to the 5 is 243, but you might not be expected to do that on a non-calc. And then x to the 6 times x cubed is x to the 9. And y to the 4 times y cubed is y to the 7. And we could probably leave it there. As I say, you might want to turn that into a 243. And then here we've got 125 a squared b to the 4 to the power 1/3 times 64 a to the 4 b to the 8 to the 1/3. That's what a cube root is. So we're going to get, remember the third applies to everything inside. The cube root of 125 is 5. And then we have a to the power 2/3. 2 times 1/3 is 2/3. B to the power 4/3. Now 64, the cube root of 64 is equal to 4. So we have 4 a to the 4/3 b to the 8/3. 5 times 4 is 20. And then if we multiply the a's, remember we add the indices, and 2/3 plus 4/3 is 6/3, which is 2. So we've got a squared. And then with the b's, adding the indices, 4/3 plus 8/3 is 12/3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we have b to the power 4.